Books for Schnooks. 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 Books for Schnooks.
Dancing Larry. On the title page, Dancing Larry by Daniel Pinkwater, illustrated by Jill Pinkwater. And this is one of those unusual times wherein they put the verso page on the last page, so I can go to the last page where I can tell you that this story was first printed in the year 2006 and dedicated to Megan and Alex Julian, who tell a story and express feelings through everything. Okay. When I was a cub, I lived with my mother and my brother Roy. We swam and we played and we ate little fishes. The Arctic night is long, and there are dancing nights in the sky. Sometimes when the colored lights danced, we danced too. We were polar bears, and that is what polar bears do. Another thing polar bears do is travel long distances. I went a very long way and wound up in Bayonne, New Jersey. I am the lifeguard at the swimming pool at the Hotel Larry. The hotel is named after me. I live here with Martin Frobisher, who owns the hotel, his wife Semolina Frobisher, and their daughter Mildred Frobisher. My brother Roy also wound up in Bayonne, New Jersey. He has a job as a zoo bear at the Bayonne, New Jersey Zoo. I will tell you more about him later. I often do little errands for Semolina and Martin Frobisher. For example, Martin Frobisher once asked me, "Larry, would you accompany little Mildred Frobisher when she goes to take her dancing lesson?" "I would be happy to do so," I told Martin Frobisher. "Little Mildred Frobisher is a particular favorite of mine." So twice a week after school, I walked with little Mildred Frobisher to Madame Svoboda's School of Dance. As usual, when out in the street, I wore my long coat and big hat and sunglasses. This is necessary because some people in Bayonne, New Jersey are not used to seeing polar bears. Little Mildred Frobisher has been instructed to tell anyone who asks that I am her uncle from Milwaukee. Usually, when little Mildred Frobisher was taking her dancing lesson, I would sit on the steps of the building and eat some fish sandwiches, which I carried in the pockets of my long coat. But one day I became curious and went inside to see what the dancing lesson was all about. It was wonderful. Lots of little girls wearing special shoes were lined up, and Madame Svoboda in a long dress thumped on the floor with a long stick and told the children what to do. She would thump, 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 and they would dance, dance, dance. I found it very interesting. Back in the Arctic, when I was a cub, one of us polar bears would just get up and dance. My mother or Roy or me. Then another bear would begin to dance, and soon we would all be dancing. That is how it is with polar bears. So when Madame Svoboda was thump, thump, thumping, and the little girls were dance, dance, dancing, it wasn't long before I needed to dance too. I took a place at the end of the line and danced with the children. It was very nice. I am a good dancer. All polar bears are good dancers. I thought it must be a treat for the children and Madame Svoboda to see a real polar bear dancing. But Madame Svoboda said, You're a polar bear. Stop at once." "Stop?" I asked Madame Svoboda. "Stop," Madame Svoboda said. "You may not dance with the children." "Why?" I asked. "Why may I not dance with the children?" "Because this is a dancing class for children and not for bears," Madame Svoboda said. I think that is highly unfair, I said. All the same, Madame Svoboda said, it is the rule. On the way home, I asked little Mildred Frobisher, why would Madame Svoboda not allow me to dance with the children? Madame Svoboda is strict. Little Mildred Frobisher said, she believes bears have no place in ballet. Ballet, I asked. What is ballet? Usually, ballet tells a story. Little Mildred Frobisher said, there's music, there are certain movements and positions of the feet. The dancers tell a story and express feelings through movement. Tell me more, I said. Show me. Can you do this? Little Mildred Frobisher asked. I can do that, I said. Can you do this? I can do that, I said. Oh, little Mildred Frobisher, I have a great desire to tell a story and express my feelings through movement. The next day I went to the zoo to see my brother Roy. Roy is a good bear. The people who run the zoo trust him. He's allowed to come and go. Roy works with two other bears, bear number 1 and bear number 3. They are less good than Roy and me. They are allowed to leave the zoo only if Roy is with them. I have a great desire to tell a story and express feelings through movement, I told Roy. So do I, Roy said. I do too, said bear number 1. I have a great desire to eat muffins, said bear number 3. And also to tell a story and express feeling through movement. But I cannot go to class with the children because Madame Svoboda believes bears have no place in ballet, I said. It is highly unfair, Roy said. Little Mildred Frobisher is a student of ballet, I said. She has shown me the positions of the feet and the movements of the arms. Show us, said Roy and bear number 1 and bear number 3. Can you do this? We can do that. Can you do this? We can do that. Can you do this? Yes, we can do that. We will ask little Mildred Frobisher to come to the zoo and teach us more, I said. We will practice, Roy said. We will learn to tell a story and express feelings through movement, said bear number 1 and bear number 3. There is more to my plan, I said. Tell us, said Roy and bear number 1 and bear number 3. I will tell you later, I said. I will tell you in a few weeks. A few weeks later, my friend Martin Frobisher had beautiful cards printed. The Hotel Larry invites you to view an afternoon of dance on the South Lawn. The audience may gather on the porch at 2 o'clock on Sunday. Lemonade will be served. The Polar Bear Ballet Company presents Goldilocks and the Three Bears, a new ballet by Larry. Music by Big Bear. Goldilocks danced by little Mildred Frobisher. The Three Bears, Roy, bear number 1, bear number 3. The Prince, Larry. I don't remember a prince in Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Roy said. There has to be a prince, I said. I wrote one in. Will there be lots of people? Bear number 1 asked. We invited everyone. And Madame Svoboda, I said. Will there be muffins with the lemonade? Bear number 3 asked. There will be muffins for the dancers after the performance, I said. Blueberry. Sunday was a beautiful day. Many people gathered on the big porch of the Hotel Larry. And on the last page it says, Finito. The back cover. Larry, the world's most lovable bear, is back. And that is the end of that.
Books for SHNOOKS.